Earlier in the week, on the Bolt Report, I spoke to Andrew Bolt about how disappointing the Coalition's election campaign has been. But remember, this election is not a referendum on the election campaign itself. It is a referendum on the Albanese government and on every single measure, whether it be economic, cultural, social cohesion, pride in the nation, education, national prosperity, international reputation, defence, national security. On every single measure you can think of, the Albanese government deserves to be booted out. Andrew asked me what made a good advertising slogan, and I said it had to have a verb, had to be a call to action, it had to be memorable, and it had to apply in every context. The beauty of Abbott's Axe the Tax or Trump's Make America Great Again was that they did all those things. A friend of mine from The Spectator Australia sent me his slogan for this campaign, and I love it. Give Albo the elbow. Want cheaper bills? Give Albo the elbow. Want stronger defence? Give Albo the elbow. Want smarter kids? Give Albo the elbow. Want business to boom? Give Albo the elbow. Want lower immigration? Give Albo the elbow. Want a better Australia? Give Albo the elbow. Want a brighter future? Give Albo the elbow. Stick it on T-shirts, stick it on caps, tell it to all your mates, stick it all over social media. We've only got 6 days left to give Albo the elbow. As I said, this election is a referendum on one man, Anthony Albanese. Have a look at this. When Peter Dutton in 2023 made some perfectly respectful comments about an Indigenous leader, and watch how Albanese twisted and smeared and denigrated Peter Dutton.
They've got a functioning society, and in that instance it's because of the leadership demonstrated by Yunupingu and others around him over the course of a long period, and that's what we want to see replicated elsewhere. We don't want to see money diverted away from people who are most in need, particularly children in Indigenous communities.
And I note that very insensitively last week the Leader of the Opposition raised Yunupingu, something that I know from speaking to some of the leaders in the Yolngu people there in Arnhem Land, they were terribly offended by, given the role that Yunupingu played in the Uluru Statement from the Heart. But that's something for the Leader of the Opposition to consider.
Nothing more egregious that the Prime Minister said during question time than to cast an aspersion on comments I made in relation to a great Australian, Yunupingu.
Utterly disgraceful. That clip, those clips juxtaposed, show you the truly dishonest and despicable character of Anthony Albanese. Not only falsely smearing Peter Dutton, but disgustingly setting Indigenous Australians against him, using Indigenous Australians to smear Peter Dutton. So dishonest. Do you seriously think that this man won't try and play the race card all over again and reintroduce treaties and truth-telling and some kind of voice? Of course he will. As I said, if you want to return fair dinkum decency to Australian politics, give Albo the elbow.